Hello, everybody. No notification. That's annoying. And also, I just realized that some of the computers at the archive are 5 minutes off. So, I was looking at I was working on a Windows computer, and it said that it was 12:55. And I was like, all right, I'm fine here. So I came over here and it was 101. So that's how my day is going today. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started with something about your town. It's been a while since we've shown this, so we're due. Enjoy.
You may live in the country, in the suburbs, a small city, or a metropolitan area with a population of millions. Regardless of the size of your community, money and banking provide the same important benefits for everyone and fill the same kinds of human needs. To give you a better idea of how our nation's commercial banking system serves your community, we've built our own model town. Let's call it your town. There's Main Street, Town Hall, and the bank next door. Here's the supermarket and Price's drugstore, the new hospital, and the high school farther up the street. Lots of people live here. Each is different, but all of them have one thing in common: the commercial bank in your town. In his home on Elm Street, Dr. Fred Graham is getting an early start. Before leaving for the hospital to make his morning rounds, Dr. Graham spends a few moments signing checks. It's going to be a hectic day for the doctor, and like many busy people, he finds banking by mail a valuable, time-saving convenience. At 9 o'clock, the town and the bank are already buzzing with activity. Inside the bank, deposits are being made in checking and savings accounts. Checking accounts provide a safe and convenient method of transferring funds. As a matter of fact, checks have become so popular that checks are now used for the payment of more than $4 trillion of the country's bills every year, for more than 90% of all transactions. In order to process this tremendous number of checks, the bank in your town relies on high-speed modern equipment to quickly and accurately transfer money from one account to another. Interest-bearing savings accounts help people meet a variety of future expenditures, planned or unexpected. A college education, for example, or a vacation trip, medical expenses, or perhaps the down payment for a new home. Savings accounts earn interest, but by law, banks are not permitted to pay interest on checking accounts. Your bank's savings department also encourages Christmas savings, vacation clubs, and payroll savings plans. call is an important one for druggist George Price. His new car has arrived and is waiting for him at his dealer's. On his way to his dealer's garage, George Price stops at the bank to complete the arrangements he has made for financing the purchase of his new car. The bank welcomes his loan application. The car itself will serve as collateral. And besides, George Price has been known to the bank as a friend and customer for many years. Commercial banks are one of your town's most important sources of installment loans. Bank rates are usually the lowest available. Personal loans for any worthwhile purpose are often made on the strength of a borrower's signature. Installment loans are used every day in your town to finance a vacation, buy furniture or household appliances, to pay for home repairs, or to underwrite a college education. The bank makes a profit on loans by charging interest. The profit the bank receives not only keeps it in business as a privately owned enterprise, but also enables the bank to pay interest to its savings depositors. Your town continues to grow. In one of the suburban developments, Fred Parker and his wife are building a new home. The Parkers couldn't have financed their new home without a mortgage from the bank. Mortgage loans are one of the principal means by which banks help their community grow. Fred will repay his mortgage loan in monthly installments he can manage on his income. Banks are also an important source of loans for people who wish to enlarge or modernize their homes. Even Fred's builder is paying his suppliers with bank credit. Many of the homes, stores, roads, and schools in your town could not have been built without financial assistance from your bank. This is the electronics plant. It provides jobs for a lot of people in the town. There's a big contract coming up, and the plant manager wants to expand his manufacturing facilities. The bank will finance this expansion. The plant will provide more jobs. With larger payrolls in the community, merchants and employees alike will have more money to spend. For many other businesses as well, the commercial bank is the major source of credit. The canning factory needs a new steam cooker. The supermarket uses credit to finance a large inventory. The dairy needs additional delivery trucks to service the new families who have moved to your town. Agricultural loans are also offered by the bank to help farmers buy equipment to meet operating expenses until their crops are in. Your commercial bank extends credit to factories, wholesale dealers, retail stores, large businesses, and small businesses too. Bank loans are available to each of them, and it is this vital source of credit that enables your town to expand, produce, sell, prosper, and grow. But banks are not interested only in business. They're also interested in individuals. Like Mrs. Bishop, for example, stopping for gas on her way to the bank. When her husband died, he left her a thriving hardware business and a substantial number of stocks and bonds. Mr. Bishop had made arrangements with the bank's trust officer for the bank to serve as co-executor, to assist his wife in settling the estate and carrying out the terms of his will, which his attorney had drafted. The trust department continues to manage Mrs. Bishop's investment portfolio, serves as her financial secretary by collecting and forwarding investment dividends, and sees to it that Mrs. Bishop receives the information she needs to complete and file her income tax returns. As commercial bankers, an important part of our job is to make our facilities attractive and convenient for all of our customers. Retail businesses which need change for their daily operations can get it here. On payday, we make up entire company payrolls in this area and make our facilities available for employees to cash their paychecks. Here in our main vault, customers who wish to safeguard valuable documents can rent safe deposit boxes. And this is our new drive-in window, where customers can deposit or withdraw funds without even getting out of their cars. We also have facilities for customers who have occasion to make deposits outside of regular banking hours. As businessmen, we realize that we must provide many services to meet a wide variety of needs. And as citizens, we are anxious to continue to meet the expanding financial requirements of our community. The day is over, and the doors of the bank on Main Street are closed. Tomorrow, the bank will go right on keeping people's money safe, cashing checks, transferring funds, advising people on their investments, and making loans. Loans to finance a farmer's crop, help a retailer carry his inventory, finance a new business, or help an established business expand. There will always be a continuing need for the full-service commercial bank. And as a privately owned and operated business, your bank realizes the value of helping other businesses in your community. For as your town grows and prospers, so too will your bank be able to expand its program of services and assistance. Your town is a good place to live in, and the economic heart of your town is the commercial bank on Main Street.
Banks are great. Yeah. So many things to talk about with banks. So this next film is by Brigham Young University. So it's made for students, but also Mormons. And it's a fascinating film. I got it from Oregon Archive. I'm going to say right off the bat, it addresses people with who they consider they have weight problems, and I would say that, like most of us nowadays, we all have weight problems. So be very sensitive in your comments, because I've shown things in the past, and there was a little bit of what we call fat shaming, and our diets are not great in most cases. So what I would like you to look at is see how this is talked about, and to see like the whole idea of like body shape, preferred body shape. I would say that the women in this film would be okay weight nowadays. But here we go. This is called Fat Fighters. Enjoy.
I like red licorice and ice cream, and I just like regular food, just cornbread and biscuits and beans and fried chicken and, just food.
I eat too much, too often. When I get nervous, I eat, and when I'm depressed, I eat, and I just eat anytime.
Well, I don't like myself fat. I really, in fact, I could say I hate myself, and I feel really self-conscious around other people. I feel like everyone's watching me, and I feel like, a fat person just isn't lovable.
My parents are overweight. It could have been from their example, but I think it's just because of myself. I just never controlled myself or my dieting or anything.
I'm too fat because I eat too much.
Well, maybe I think food is security. It kind of numbs me.
I don't date very much. I date a few times, but most of the guys are just friends. So it doesn't really matter anyway.
My sister came up to see me, and she's lost a lot of weight, and she's just, wherever we went together, everybody was always, "She's your sister? Wow. Your sisters? I don't see how you can be sisters. You don't even look at all alike." And here she is, 95 pounds,
Mm-hmm. So what were they telling you, Claudia?
Your big sister's a fat slob.
I'm always trying to blame my fat problem on my mother and my unhappy marriage. But now that I think about it, my marriage failed partly because of my fat problem. And there's no doubt about it, I love to eat.
Mama, where are all the donuts?
Well, sweetheart, they're all gone.
But there were lots of donuts.
We'll get some more, okay, honey?
Okay.
I'm not buttering toast for my roommates. That's all for me. I use diet bread, though. Trouble is, I eat a whole loaf. And that's skim milk, a quart of it. Well, I get tired easily. Like, just walking up a flight of stairs just wears me out. And bending over and doing anything like that, I get really exhausted. And studying, I can't, I get tired doing that, too. Hi.
Hi.
What's for dinner?
I don't know. Let's go to the Red Steer.
I just came back from there.
Then why do you want to go out to dinner?
Well, I was thinking I made a cake. Do you want to...
Ruth, how can you do this to yourself? And me, I'm going to be as fat as you are.
What's wrong with being fat? Lots of great people are fat. Besides, just one little piece of cake. Won't hurt. I haven't eaten anything all day.
My weight problem is sort of like an iceberg's. Most of it's at the bottom. I like to cook,
But I like to eat what I cook, especially after I've exercised. Pecan waffles. Shauna coming tonight?
She's on her diet again.
Oh, no.
She never sticks to her diet.
Well, she'll probably eat with us.
Yeah, but she tries.
Oh, good, Shauna. Come and eat.
Well, I don't know if I should, you guys. I just haven't been honest with myself. Sure, I date a little and make believe I'm happy, but I don't have any really close friends. I dream about being thin someday, but how can just one little brownie make any difference?
No, I'd make fun of myself so that other people wouldn't get a chance to. And it seemed that no matter what I was doing or who I was with, I was eating. I ate and I ate. I just kept putting it in. And I'd do everything that I could with hair and makeup and clothes to try and distract people from looking at my fat.
Heather cooks in an off-campus apartment for boys. Unfortunately, she eats the same food she fixes for them. And with her metabolism, she can't afford it.
Dawn! What? That's your third bowl. My second. How come you eat so much?
I didn't eat anything. I haven't eaten all day.
What'd you do?
I studied. I gain weight every winter, and then I lose it in the summer, sort of like a yo-yo, up and down. One problem with me is I seem to get dates even when I'm fat, so I'm not really that motivated to get thin. I don't know why I eat all the time. I'm not really hungry.
It's only 2.
Well, this is my problem. I'm not being realistic, I don't think. And right now, I just don't have any incentive. This week I didn't lose anything. I didn't gain. I just stayed the same. And I just, I'm happy. Everything's going along fine. And I just don't have, right now, I can't think of a reason to lose weight for myself. And I guess what I have to do is to want to lose it before I can lose it.
What reason did you initially start with?
I don't know.
You wouldn't have come looking us up.
Well, I want to lose weight. That's kind of an abstract, desire. But I don't really, really feel it, really deep down. And I don't know if I will be able to lose weight until I really do, get a really strong urge to do it.
Well, I can't very well fight it, because I've done the same thing.
I felt the same way she has, too. At times I've felt like, well, why do I have to lose weight? People look at me, but it doesn't really bother them, so why should it bother me? I have to have a motivation.
This is part of our commitment action approach to weight control. The girls meet weekly in therapy sessions where behavioral change is emphasized. Overweight people tend to be dishonest, inconsistent, and irresponsible. How often have we said or heard people say, I don't know why I can't lose weight. I hardly eat a thing. Or, I was nervous and upset. I just couldn't help myself. All kinds of alibis and excuses. Our sessions together tend to debunk these excuses and instead focus on behavioral consistency, control, and commitment with an emphasis on action. Okay, what are you going to try? You've heard a lot of people talking about it today. What are you going to try?
All right, well, I'm going to go on the quick weight loss diet. And, that's where you eat meat. And that's what I'll do all week.
I think you've been sitting around, Karen, waiting for something to happen to you that'll never happen. You've got to make it happen.
Yeah, losing weight's work. I mean, it's not easy. The only way you can do it, don't eat and get exercise. I mean, it just doesn't, I want to lose weight. It just won't come off that way.
Please, Lord.
You just can't lose weight by not doing anything. It's hard.
We had a turkey dinner for our family on Saturday, and then I went out to a movie, and I just forgot that whole day that I was on a diet. I just put it right out of my mind.
You can't do that.
I know.
Because what we're doing is an occupation, not just a hobby.
It is.
This is a whole way of life that we're building for ourselves. It's not just a whim.
I found myself rationalizing the last part of the week, thinking, well, I'll just have another little addition and another
drink.
Group members help Judy improve the consistency between what she says she's going to do and what she actually does. If Judy wants to be thin, she has to engage in thin activities, such as eating less and exercising more. Sometimes she sees the problem as impossible to control. We try to help her refute this.
This is what I talk about dishonesty, Karen. You know, it's the kind of thing that Judy's talking about now, kidding herself. You can explain it, and then that somehow makes it okay, doesn't it, Judy?
Yeah. Now that's the thing right there. See, if you can't be honest with yourself, then you can't be honest with us.
It's easy for the girls to pick out flaws in each other, but far more difficult to spot their own emotional hang-ups and do something positive about them.
Well, she can if she's dishonest.
Well, we've been all running from something. We've been closing our eyes and stuffing our mouths.
Dishonest about things.
But for one reason or another, but the reasons don't really matter when it gets down to it. If you want to stop it, you have to change your behavior. You must stop eating and you must do something else. No, I don't think it's hopeless. I know I can lose weight through this program. They're very realistic about what they're trying to do, and it makes you be responsible for your actions.
Sitting there and trying to understand why other people are eating too much throws light upon why I do.
It probably isn't a good excuse that I was sick all week, and I was in bed, and I went to the doctor, and when your throat feels awful, ice cream feels good on it. You know, it just felt so good to have something cold on my throat that I ate. I mean, I don't want, no.
So Dawn's been eating ice cream all winter, the result of another alibi. She could have used ice cubes, you know. We try to help her see herself through the eyes of other group members, to realize her self-deceit.
I mean, I know I can't use this as an excuse on my life, but it made me feel better then. So.
How long do you want to use it as an excuse?
I don't know.
I'd bumped into you 2 or 3 times, you know, during the week, and we talked, and I got the impression you were really sticking with it, and it was obvious you were scarfing up everything in sight, you know. You won't gain 4 pounds by just taking a couple of, you know, extra things, and
You thought she's misrepresenting herself to you?
Yeah, I really did.
No, because when I talked to you, that was in the beginning of the week when I was. But the weekends, they just always are bad for me.
You know, Claudia, you're very much like the person that eats very sparingly at the table, but standing up and moving around eats a lot.
Yeah.
Is that honest?
No.
Nobody cares about a balanced diet. What can a mother do?
Along with some personal successes, there were predictable setbacks. Karen Ruth's old habits don't die easily, and they don't fade away either. Judy goes through the cafeteria line with a glass of orange juice and a toothpick, but when no one is watching, she relapses into her pattern of self-deceit. Her group commitments need strengthening, and it's pretty much the same with Claudia. Her commitments must become permanent and stable if she's going to melt that iceberg. Dawn is still ambivalent about her goals. She doesn't know whether the struggle is worth it at this point or not. But she is thinking seriously about it. Karen has all the answers in the therapy sessions, but at home it's a different matter. Her problem, as with the others, is not only a weight adjustment, but primarily a personal adjustment. Her self-defeating behavior is evident. Making changes is painful for anyone, but especially for these overweight girls.
Are you gonna come to the reunion? Yeah, I'd like to ask you to be, in charge of the refreshments. Well, anything. Probably ice cream. Everybody likes it.
Heather is only partially aware of the obvious gap between her dreams and reality. Immaturity is observed in her constant struggle for comfort.
Yeah, I'm on a diet too. No, really.
Self-indulgence takes precedence over self-control.
I am too overweight. Look, I've heard about people like you. Yeah, the type that are always telling you that you're not fat. No, I'm going to count calories. Oh, today I've had about 600.
About being sexy and stuff like that, it just scares me, and I don't want to have to go through that.
You don't want to be sexy.
I want to be kind of neuter, which is really big.
One of the major problems is the lack of dating activity. Most of the girls are not dating, and most of them don't want to, because of their poor self-image and discouraging experiences. Deliberate efforts are made to develop social skills through special assignments, with the goal of improved rapport with the opposite sex.
Everybody's going to have a reason to be unhappy to some extent. But you're taking these reasons and using them as a basis of staying up there.
I'm not worried that I won't get married because I know I will.
Oh,
So that's not my hang-up.
But Dawn, your past history and Karen Ruth's past history indicates that you're both in ruts.
That's true.
And if you don't get out of those ruts, you're going to be in them just like Marty's saying when you're married, as well as you're
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out of my rut right now.
But part of the rut is not facing up to reality and not being honest.
That's right. But I'm
And
trying to get out of it.
But you get very angry when somebody tries to help get you out, don't you?
Yeah.
And so
I
it is
really want
painful.
to. I really am trying.
I think you are, because you keep coming in spite of it being painful.
Yeah, I come every week.
The girls are all on their way. Some have lost more weight than others. The commitment action therapy approach has helped them become aware of the need for honesty and consistency. Commitment from day to day and commitment on a permanent basis have been stressed. Behavioral control through keeping records, making plans, and following through have been our focal points. In addition, the group offers concern, support, and warmth.
See, Carol, you've lost about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about what you've been doing to get it off and keep it off?
And this is the thinnest I've been since I was 14. And I finally decided, I used to try and limit the things, like I'd only eat a half a portion of, apple pie with ice cream and cheese, things like that. And I decided that I'm not the kind of person who has willpower. I have to completely eliminate the bad food. So, I decided I'm an alcoholic where food is concerned, and that one bite is the start of a 3-day binge. So I just concentrate on proteins and fruits and vegetables.
You had several hang-ups. We've talked about the Noah's Ark hang-up where you were eating 2 of everything, remember?
Yeah.
Has that changed any?
A little. I can't say it's completely changed.
Shauna, you were a late starter, kind of resisted for a long time. What's been happening now that you're on your way?
Well, I think I realized a few things. At the first of the group, I think that I kidded myself out of it, and I said that I wasn't really a part of it, and I wasn't really all that fat, when really I am. And I knew that really deep inside because I was real self-conscious about it. But I just lied about it really to myself and decided that I really didn't need to lose weight. And I think now what's happened, I've just started to quit kidding myself and started understanding what I do when I lie to myself like that, and just sort of saying, okay, kid, this is like how you are. So just do something about it, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm really glad that I have lost the weight, but I'm really glad for other things that to me are more important right now. And as far as the group goes, I'm really thankful that you proved to me that I was being those three things: inconsistent, dishonest, and irresponsible. And I guess that's what I really needed the most, and I've been really happy.
Reed, you know, one thing I've really noticed is that I'm sure that one of the things I was covering up with fat was my inability to react properly to people. I'd get myself in situations and I'd get all upset and tense, and so I would just go eat. And now that I've lost the 30 pounds and I'm back down to almost the same place, it's all come out in the open again. And now instead of eating again to cover it up, I'm going to learn to handle it this time.
I've lost 30 pounds in the last about 6 months.
The girls have lost a significant amount of weight. Some have reached their goal. The behavior patterns, however, will need to be modified further. But now, Judy is dating for the first time. Some of the reasons for her being overweight are melting along with the fat. Dawn is engaged to be married soon. Heather also engaged. Claudia, she doesn't hide behind her size like she used to. Being feminine can be fun. Personality change is synonymous with behavioral change. Life is much more meaningful when we are in control of our behavior. Whether we are eating, playing, working, or just getting along with others, it helps to be in control. With an emphasis on commitment action encounters, we have watched our fat fighters struggle with some complex problems. Exercising, planning, changing, hurting, succeeding, and setbacks are all a part of the battle. The girls are getting to know themselves.
So I was skinny as a rail for the longest time, and then in college, because of the meal plan in the dining hall, I would drink sodas 3 times a day at least, and that turned into a habit that I took after college, and I think that was one of the main factors that added to my weight, because I'm overweight now. And also just poor, being, having a computer job, things like that, sitting on my butt. So, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Alright, this next film is, I don't think we've shown this. At least I didn't find it. That's what I was looking up. Let's see what the deal with this is. This is from the Perlinger Archives. I think. This is General Electric. Alright. And is this about electricity or is it about something else? It's called Going Places. Enjoy.
Why don't you act grown-ups? Stop it. You both ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Why don't you act like grown-ups? And you too. Quiet. All of you. Stop where you are. There, that's better. Of course, if you'd rather not listen, go ahead. Just step on the gas. Take off. You can't go forward. So why not go back for a moment? Let's see how you got into this mess in the first place. Come on, all of you, back. I mean all the way back. If we want to get to the bottom of things, we've got to go back to the beginning. Of course, there were no traffic problems, but in time there were plenty of others. Clearing forests, building the first houses near a crossroad, then the church and the mill. These were gradually connected by footpaths and horse trails. As the settlement grew into a village, paths became roads for wagons and carriages. As commerce and industry thrived, the people sought out easier and faster ways of moving about. But as the city continued to, transportation was stirring the imagination of the daring few who could afford it. But the automobile just got better and better. Pretty soon it wasn't just luxury or a convenience. It became part of the American standard of living. Try to imagine what this country would be like without automobiles. It would be impossible to live in many parts of the country without them. For business or for travel, for recreation or vacation. There's nothing like a car. $50 million Americans can't be wrong, but millions of cars take up a lot of room, especially when too many of them are in the same place at the same time. Traffic congestion gets worse and worse because more and more while we go about our daily work. Take this modern office building. If all the people in the building drove their cars to work, the parking area required would be greater than the floor space of the building itself. City planners and traffic engineers have been trying valiantly to make more space available for traffic handling. But the increasing number of cars requires wider streets and more off-street parking lots. In many cases, valuable land must be sacrificed to the traffic monster. But these changes only bring more cars into already overcrowded downtown streets, and the traffic situation becomes more acute and aggravating than it ever was before. We widen our streets and invite more traffic. More freeways, more cars. And so the cycle goes. For all the time and money spent, what will it bring us in the city? Speed? Convenience? Safety? Pleasure? We've been trying to move traffic when the basic intent is to move people. It's the objective in every community to move people. To factories and offices, to church, to schools, to a playground, and home again. This growing number of people must by some practical means into the area where they work, shop, and play. Most cars carry only 1 or 2 people. Within this block, 50 people in 40 cars. No wonder we have traffic congestion. Now, here's a practical approach: public transit. Let's see how it helps solve our problem. A motor bus can carry as many people as all the cars that can be jammed into a city block. One trolley coach provides enough transportation per trip to eliminate the need for as many as 50 parking spaces in a downtown area. A modern streetcar, with its large carrying capacity, handles enough traffic each day to remove hundreds of cars from heavily congested downtown areas. A 4-track system of this type can carry 100,000 people per hour in each direction. To do the same job with automobiles would require more than 100 lanes of highway over a half-mile wide, and costing many times more than the entire rapid transit system. 50 lanes of carrying capacity can be added to a freeway by building a 2-track rapid transit line down the center. Let's take a closer look at our transit system. So far as most of us are concerned, public transit is dropping a token into a fare box. These tokens all add up to one thing: a faster, safer, more dependable ride for you. Where do you live? Where do you want to go? What time? How many of you at a time? These questions have all been studied by your transit company. Your arrival at work must be timed. Vehicles must be made available for rush period. You are able to transfer to other points, wherever transfer. The train operator must carefully study each type of vehicle and use it where it will best serve you, whether you live in the suburbs, on the main thoroughfares, or in trains running over private right-of-ways prove to be the most practical way to handle large numbers of people in the large cities. Your daily travels are made possible by trained, skilled people who ensure high standards of performance. High standards for equipment, too, must be upheld. Regular inspections and maintenance go on daily because the safety and convenience of thousands of people are concerned. On rapid transit lines, block signals control the safe movement of many trains. The location and movements of each train are controlled through the dispatcher's board. All these devices are placed in the hands of competent, alert operators is to serve you, the passenger, with safe, dependable vehicles. Well, it's public transit in action, a logical solution to traffic congestion. We've come a long way in the last 50 years, and we pride ourselves on our accomplishments. Some car, some pickup, man, man. This is really living. Well, it was bound to happen. We've been trying to move traffic when the basic intent is to move people. We must move people or our cities will be strangled. To move people, cities must take drastic action. Establish a system of arterial and local streets. Control traffic lighting that speeds the flow to work and enforce driving and parking restrictions in heavily traveled streets. Ban parking on main streets during rush hours. Restrict turns at busy intersections. And some cities may have to reserve streets, or at least traffic lanes, for transit vehicles alone. Because one person in one car can delay hundreds of people in the transit system. Merchants may have to accept deliveries at off, and you must give the transit system a fair rate and tax legislation. Then, with new laws enforced, surface transit can give service of rapid transit. It will be even more convenient and practical to park your car outside the downtown area. On the outskirts, there is more, and your transit system will then get you to work and in half the time. You will be 6 times more dangerous than the transit ride. You will be able to ride to the corner near insurance rates will be reduced. Valuable property will be saved for business and industry. And because of reduced congestion, speed the flow of the majority who already ride the... If you're sick of fighting traffic now, what do you think it might be? What do you want? Your town strangled by traffic congestion? Continual destruction of valuable property? Or is your town going places? Building a sound urban transit system that will speed the travel of people today or city grow tomorrow. Stop thinking in terms of moving vehicles, people, and your town will be going places.
Wow, that was a splicey film, but man, what a wonderful thing. A film that talks about how great public transportation and public transit is. There's so many other films that were basically poo-pooing public transit, but it's interesting that General Electric did this. And it could be, I don't know, could be related to streetcars, which they might have helped create electric streetcars and trolleys. I didn't watch close enough to see if there were any product placements, but really phenomenal. So tomorrow I'm going to be in Fayetteville, and I'm going to be at a conference of state or regional community college librarians and archivists. And I'm going to be doing a presentation about how to identify different types of formats of audiovisual materials. And so I've been putting together some things, and it's going to be a game show format. So I'm going to do a very brief PowerPoint because PowerPoints are incredibly boring for the audience and for myself. But so we're going to do tiny PowerPoint, and then we're going to do a game show. And so some of the things that I will be showing and asking questions about will be things like that, or things like that, or things like that, or things like that. And so maybe I'll do a game show next week if it goes over well. And I don't know what we'll do, how we'll do it, but maybe we'll randomly pick people or we'll come up with teams and we'll play it. But in the meantime, tomorrow I'm putting together a show of things about film and video formats, including this cassette, which I actually have a player for too. I think I picked it up at an auction, a bunch of other AV stuff, and I was like, "What is this? This is crazy." So, anyways, if you like what you saw today, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe. All those things that everybody who has a video podcast on YouTube says. Do those. And you can also support us via the Super Thanks button, which you can do on YouTube comments. You can also go to patreon.com/avgeeks or ko-fi.com/avgeeks. Those are great ways to support us. So I get all sorts of crazy spam, and a lot of times they want me to, like, hey, mention our product and we will pay you X amount of money. And there is yet to be one that I was interested in. The only time that happened was for Dickies, because I wear Dickies shorts and pants and sometimes shirts, like work clothes, and I was like, ooh, but I value my time and I value your time, and I just didn't feel like that was appropriate. And then I got a spam earlier this week that said, hey Skip, we have offered financing to other film archives in Raleigh, North Carolina, often approval within 24 hours. Contact us if you would like to find extra funding. And I was like, oh, well, if the other film archives in Raleigh, North Carolina have gotten funding, I don't know, maybe they're going to be better than me. There's really no other film archives in Raleigh, North Carolina. I can say that there are some of the state archives. It may be NC State, but those are all state entities, and they don't seek funding from commercial lenders. So, spam, we love it. So, I won't see you tomorrow, but I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you live on Monday. Everybody take care. We love you guys, and we will see you soon.